Viewer discretion is advised.
I told you I was going to give y'all the story time. You know what I'm saying? You guys may have heard this story several times on this channel. The other videos will be in the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? To get some more background. I've always gave short backgrounds, but here is the full, unfiltered story. Now, let's rewind back to the night of Big Man on Campus. You know what I'm saying? I was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? I did that performance with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? First time I'd ever been excited, giddy, happy, laughing in months, you know what I'm saying? Or basically about a year, because 2018 was not fun. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting over, the stuff I had gone through over the previous year, you know what I'm saying? And my disappointing freshman year. And the redemption arc, you know what I'm saying? This was my redemption arc. I had finally gotten out of that shell, gotten over freshman year, and I told myself, stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Shortly after the show, my audience grew. You know what I'm saying? I had done vlogs, you know what I'm saying? Defending myself in drama, being nosy in drama, you know what I'm saying? Having all kinds of fun, you know what I'm saying? And that was the time where I had braces on my teeth, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't fun, but oh well. So that first semester, I had one favorite class, and that was, photography, and another one was food and nutrition. You know what I'm saying? Those are my favorite two classes, you know what I'm saying? Besides lunch, you know what I'm saying? The lunch period, because that's the only thing I look forward to at school. It's lunch. Not because of the food, because the food was absolutely just dry, stale, and boring. But the people at my lunch, you know what I'm saying? If you want more of my freshman year, you know what I'm saying, the previous year, then I will most definitely do, a full-length video on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of story times now that it's almost summertime. But back to the story. So the first semester flew by very fast, you know what I'm saying? And we go home for the holidays. And I was looking forward to it, you know what I'm saying? Because there were a lot of good NBA Christmas Day games on. Back in 2019, you know what I'm saying? Since then, it had never been the same, ever. The NBA has been dry and stale, you know what I'm saying? I have to be truly honest. Well, except the 2021-22 season and the 2020-21 season. I do believe those are the last few good seasons of NBA basketball. But back to the story. We get back to school in January, you know what I'm saying? And my classes changed and my lunch period changed, you know what I'm saying? And Valentine's Day was around the corner too. And I was looking for a fine girl, you know what I'm saying, to be my Valentine, you know what I'm saying? But I was still vlogging, you know what I'm saying, still being me, you know what I'm saying, the performance still on my mind, you know what I'm saying, because I would never get over that performance, because that is the biggest highlight of my life, you know what I'm saying? How could I let that go? You know what I'm saying? This is something I'll be telling my nephews and nieces, you know what I'm saying, about the legendary performance that I had. But onward to Valentine's Day. This was like days before. I asked this one girl to be my Valentine because a lot of students were out of town for the cruise. You know what I'm saying? And then the day it finally arrives, I wear all black. You know what I'm saying? And my white Westbrook shoes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy as hell, and I have chocolate on the school bus in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? Find the two papered hearts that were on the wall. They were everywhere with my name and her name. Give her a hug, thinking that we're going to have a special day today. But unfortunately, things went south from there. You know what I'm saying? Get called back to the classroom, and then I found out I got snitched on. You know what I'm saying? The girl sadly snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound mean or anything, but what do you want me else you want me to call it? That's the way I see it. And I'm just basically looking like this. Like, are you serious? Like, after everything, all the nice things I did that morning, and all of a sudden, I'm getting stitched on. Are you serious? And then I go out of the classroom to clear my head, right? I clear my head. And then I go inside another classroom, and there she was, all happy and giddy. You know what I'm saying? And she told me hi with a smile on her face after she had been done crying. If you snitched on me, should you not be cool with me? Like, are you serious? And then shortly after that, I had to deactivate my Instagram because that was mentioned. You know what I'm saying? The goal was to be on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, until the end of the year. But knowing what the hell was going on in the next couple of months, or the next month, then that went down south. And this is the first time I deactivated my Instagram, this picture. But the previous picture was the second time around. You know what I'm saying? Because of that situation. And then a month later, I had to delete my TikTok as well. You know what I'm saying? All bunch of videos gone. I could have still had that account for the entire quarantine period. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know we were not going to be seeing each other for months. You know what I'm saying? It almost like 2 years. I had to get that out of my tongue. You know what I'm saying? I was very angry. I wanted to turn heel at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because people believe in anything, especially the guidance counselors. That's why my relationship with the counselors will forever be strained because of that. You know what I'm saying? I told myself to stay away from them all year, and look what happened. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Then you've seen a bunch of videos on here, a bunch of YouTube videos on here on this situation. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing all sorts of jabs at the guidance counselors. You know what I'm saying? Because of that situation. And since then, no trust. And I was questioning, should I trust her? You know what I'm saying? And after that, I unfriended her on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I was just very mad. You know what I'm saying? Very angry. And then she's out, you know what I'm saying, going out to the pool. And I didn't know she had a boyfriend at the time. That's what made it super messed up. But that's the end of the story. We're on good terms now, by the way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I will see you guys on the next story time. That is a wrap on season 3. Has some good stories, some good ones. I'm out of here, bro.